Hello, everyone. Hey, we have a good stream tonight. Some interesting topics, of course, as we always do. And then we come up with a whole bunch of interesting topics, all of us together here having my coffee this evening. I'll be preparing the video for you all afterwards. Today's sun with some pretty cool infrared captures yesterday, some new characteristics again that the UFOs were doing as they were skimming around, having some fun with me last night. There was even one that was peaking, unpeaking, peaking, unpeaking. Mr. Eliaus, how's it going, my friend? Mr. Peter Benton, thanks you guys for coming back all the time. We have hopefully tonight at Ava 5. That's why it's going to be cold, guys, tonight. I'm going to be looking at the sky. I think it's 6 or 7 degrees that they're announcing here. So, Peter, thanks a lot, bro, for stopping by, man, and for everything, man. Elias, same to you, you guys. Everyone, hey, Hugh, how's it going, man? Thanks, you guys. We have John Black in the house. Elias, hey, man, how's it going, John? Donnie Foster in the house. Thanks, you guys. Leah, thanks for coming back. Good evening, mademoiselle. Thanks a lot, John Black. Thanks for being here, bro. Nice to see you, man. Got a good video coming up afterwards. And at the same time, they're talking about, hello, Barb Weast. How's it going, sister? They're talking about building on the moon, habitation, transportation, communication, and a whole bunch of interesting things. It should be pretty cool and interesting, that's for sure. For those who didn't know, wonderful Julian Floyd sent me this beautiful gift. Let's go, Brandon flag. This beautiful shirt that says guns, God, and Trump. But I think it starts with God, and then guns, and then Trump. The guys are like, oh no, he's not going to talk about his fucking shirt again all stream. You got to be thankful. The people, His Highness, how's it going, my friend? Space time, yes, some incredible information. Of course, they're talking about infrastructure objectives to build a whole lot. They need some building material. They need some moon cement to be able to build. So what are they doing? Are they going to raise all these funds from people, naive people, or I don't think the people giving billions of dollars are that naive. I think they know what's going on out there. It's maybe something else that the elites or the billionaires that are contributing to these massive secret space projects. You guys in the States, like every American has contributed to these space projects because they're always getting caught. But they even said that they took the money. The Pentagon just got caught in some declassified ads that they're doing some incredible testing, time travel, stargates, all those tests, wanting to nuke the moon. It's all very, very real. We all talk about it. We're like, yeah, no, it's not happening. And then we find out, we see all this declassified ads, not ads, declassified documents. And that's it. Super Dave 45 in the house. Can't wait to see you back on 44, though. Our friend in YouTube jail. Don't forget, everyone in YouTube jail are the good people trying to share truth. That's what happens. Super Dave, thanks for being here, brother. You guys can check out his channel too. Inspired Wilderness Mentoring. Hi, guys. Thanks. Lisa B in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Transportation. Hey, Larry. How's it going, man? Good evening. Thanks for being here, guys. Transportation on the moon, communications on the moon. They have to build launch pads. They need to find a material that they're going to be able to build. I can't wait to start looking at some of the structures that they're going to build. Let me guess. They're going to be white. I think it's going to look pretty much like the structures that we're already seeing up on the moon. But you're all thinking the same thing as me, I'm sure. Who's there? And are they actually going to go there in 2024 in a couple of years? Is it because we're all going to be dead and they're just going to transfer over to the moon? I have a hard time believing that they're going to do all that they're saying, landing and Korsar. Salut. Happy weekend, you guys. Absolutely. That's right. We are the weekend. I have a good next video for you all, guys. It really won't be long to put together. I'm almost halfway. I'm more than halfway through. And at the same time, now for whatever the reason, my uploads go up a lot faster. Thanks again, Super Dave 45 for being here. His official channel. Head over and subscribe to him, Super Dave 44. But this is a backup channel. We all need two channels now. That's how it is, because they're blocking us on one channel, then we go to the next channel. So it's maybe a good idea. Larry, again, thanks for being here, you guys. Z Spin, thanks. And thanks for being a member, you guys. Elias, everybody. Whoop. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Bobana in the house. Thanks, you guys. Gate Smasher, how's it going, brother? It's going good, man. It's honestly going good. I'm hoping that I'm going to get some nice sky tonight. It's going to be very, very cold, 6 or 7 degrees out. It was cold this afternoon, too. I'm hoping to get some good stuff. Gate Smasher, thanks again, bro, for everything, man. I didn't get a chance to say thanks to you. Greatly appreciated. And we're advertising a little bit for Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. I think it's pretty much now everybody knows exactly what that means. I love it. It's my pleasure, Super Dave 45. Thanks for being so kind, man. When I go over to your streams, the shout outs. The last time I went over to your stream, Super Dave 44 and 45, Super Dave 44, 45, you gave me a good shout out. And at the same time, Neslover was here just last stream saying hello. And at the same time, saying that she was here from Super Dave channel. So I really appreciate it. I got a couple of subs, man, leaving your stream the other day, like 5, 6, 7 subs over to the channels. That was greatly appreciated, man. So like Super Dave says, love you, man. Thanks for the thumbs up. Peter Benton, I'm actually very tired, Bruce. I believe it. I will fight it. Got a wedding to go to tomorrow. Oh, wow. Wedding to go to tomorrow, but hey, it's worth waiting up for good to talk with y'all. Thanks, man. Just don't stay up too late. Yeah. So any more birds smashing in your windows? Peter's been having all these UFOs and nature experiences like all at the same time around his house. Watching one of my shows the other day, and a pigeon was, I don't know if he hit your window. That was more than one that you saw then, I think. And I say pigeon. We don't know what type of bird it was. Yeah, you have a lot of wildlife, Peter, in your end. The birds, especially one of your last videos, it was incredible, man. Barb Weist, love the shirt. Yeah, they rock with gifts. Thanks, they do. They're very awesome people, and I love having you guys here. You too, Barb. We have a lot of fun, you know. We're all like-minded people, and most of the people that wind up here, to people of a whole bunch of different ages, like, you know, and we're all on the same level. We're all in the same mindset about the same area. So that's really cool. We all know that there's something out there. We all know the governments are hiding stuff from us. We all know the moon is has someone on it. I'm careful, of course, what I say. I mean, I believe it's inhabited. There's no two ways about it. Who's there? I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it, but hey, thanks, Gate Smasher. Yes, it is, sir. Yeah, it's a very nice shirt, man. It's beyond a nice shirt. I love it, man. Perfect size, because now it's too big for me a little bit. So once I wash it, it'll be just perfect. It's going to hug me just perfectly. Ray Razor 1, love your vids. NASA sucks. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, NASA talking about objectives now with the infrastructure. They're getting a whole bunch of people to build different structures to be able to bring up on the moon, and they're looking for different materials. It is exciting hearing about it, but again, I can't help but think that there's something at the back of that where they're going to be raising all this money and all these funds. They just raised another 71 million for another launch, so they're going to be doing that, and then all of a sudden they're going to say, oh, well, it turns out, well, we can't go this year, maybe we'll go next year, or maybe the year after, or we have another problem we encountered, or the sun's bad, we have to wait 2 more years, or we'll see what's going to happen in the near future. I'm pretty sure, and I'm not hoping it, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to change the date for that Artemis. The Artemis Accord, all the people that are involved in having formulated the Artemis program have been in a meeting hours ago or yesterday. I think it was hours ago. And they're talking about, again, planning the habitation, the goal to, for real there, they want to live on the moon. They want humans to be on the moon at all times. They'll be looking for ways to be able to freely leave the surface and go up to ISS space station or whatever they're going to have there. Capstone, I don't know what they're going to call it. Another station, obviously, that will be orbiting around the moon, I would imagine, like the ISS space station here. James Webb Telescope, didn't talk about it enough at the last stream. Something's up with James Webb Telescope. The infrared part mode that is used is damaged. Something happened. I love their excuse, an anomaly. That's the same thing they said for Blue Origin that went up a couple of days ago. And the Congress now in the United States is asking for transparency in what happened. It was literally an accident that happened when they launched some tourists into space. Now, this isn't something that tourists are being launched every day. So they waited. They go through all these tests, right? They do fire tests. They do, the burn tests, and they do all these tests supposedly before they launch and before they do anything. Always waiting for that launch window for the moon to be close to Earth. So that's how it is. When they go to the moon has to be close to Earth. If you look back in 1969, I haven't, but if you look when they went to the moon and what part of the phase the moon was at, probably would have been obviously pretty big and close. It's not going to be like a crescent moon or something. So they say, whether it's true or not. Hello, Darla. Thanks, you guys. Let's go. 20 on our way to 50. That is super cool. The thumbs up, greatly appreciated. If you want to help all the channels, when you go to a guy's channel or girl's channel and you give them a thumbs up, blah, 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 you know how it is. It's true. It's the only way it encourages the algorithm. And those who don't understand that is that YouTube will recommend your channel to more people if there's a lot of thumbs up, if there's a lot of comments and activity, of course. So really helps. Moon cement. I love just hearing it. My ears are tingling just thinking of the possibility of them going to build something. So what are they going to do? Are they going to land there and just live in the cities that are there and pretend that they built them? They're talking about installing a power grid on the moon. So now we're there. Now it is serious. They have to install a power grid. They have to install a means of communication. They want to do it for Mars. They're talking about structures also for Mars. Obviously, the people that are going to be living on Mars are not going to be coming back to Earth, right? Like they're going to be going to Mars and living there. And I don't think they'll be coming back to risk coming back to Earth. People will be born here at one point, and maybe us in the future, like we'll be signing stuff that we allow our family to be sent over to Mars or whatever. You got to wonder what they're going to do with all of that, right? We know Elon Musk wants to colonize Mars. Never mind Mars, the moon. The moon is going to be colonized. But who's there? Again, I had that in the back of the head. Did they just bombard and have war with aliens? Is that what I was filming for all these years, all the explosions and everything? Were they actually there killing the aliens that were there? I go through all these scenarios. Leah, hi again. Lena Franklin. Hello, Lena. Nice to see you. Thanks, you guys. Awesome people in the house, as always. NASA just confirmed that they're trying to hit an asteroid with an explosive rocket that was launched a year and a half ago. And you see, that's where things get good. And this, they're not telling us about stuff. They're sneaky bastards. That's what they are. And I know for a fact, well, I can't say that. I believe that really strongly, that if there was a giant asteroid coming right towards Earth, no way in hell are they going to tell people that's going to happen. They don't want the system to crash. They don't want the silver bars to go down. Everything has to stay level at the same time. And, but that's really interesting. And are you talking about the one that they're supposed to divert? Probably not. Now you're talking about something else then, because they are supposed to divert an asteroid, right? It's Apophis, I think, or Diophis or Diopsis, something like that. But that's interesting. I have to look up into that. It was launched a year and a half ago. Yeah, it could be the same one because they do want to try and divert one. I know they're going to blow the hell out of one for sure. Like they probably sent like 40, 50 times sized atomic bomb. And you got to think that they would have to know what the hell's going on. I don't think an alien would appreciate seeing an asteroid be diverted and head off towards one of their constellations or planets. Like, unless we know exactly who's out there and what's out there, I think that's going to be a pretty touchy thing for sure. Get your dry home, Bruce Moonard. Yes, thank you a lot, Darla. That's Pictorem. If ever you want the sinus irritant base on your wall, just as a poster. Well, in the detail of each video, except for the live streams, I never put them in. I should, but on all the regular videos in the description and the Pictorem link, you can check out my photography channel, photography website, very small website, but there's a couple pictures there. Maybe some people would be interested in, and you guys can check that out. Karen Massey, how's it going? Thank you, Darla, for sharing that. I appreciate that. It's cool because people, they're going to know a bit more about it. And I never really mentioned it myself in the streams, and I should. It takes 2 seconds to mention it once in a while. It's just an extra fun, like my music channel. I have a silly music channel where I go and I play music. You can check that one out too. You just click on channel on my channel and you'll see all my other channels. And you can click on the feature channels and you'll go see channels like Super Dave 44 that I have there. And good people. David, how's it going, my friend? Good vibes. Thank you very much. Traveler in the house. Travailer, sorry. Sorry. Beth Noyce is in the house. Thank you very much, Beth, for being here. You guys rock. 44 is up and running. Super Dave 44 channel is up and running. He did a hell of a lot of work on his Super Dave 45 channels. Go check out his videos, guys. You're probably going to like them. I do. Hurricane Flora. Made by Harp. Crossar. Yes, most likely. So they're talking about Canada. Yeah, some of you told me that there's supposed to be some hurricane coming around Canada, and it's going to be in the Maritimes. Where's that? Well, it's at the end of Canada. Prince Edward Island, maybe Newfoundland, in that area, most likely. Adventure Alley, how's it going? Salute from Plattsburgh. Yes, salut. Thank you very much, Plattsburgh in the house. His Highness, thanks for coming back, man. The asteroid's headed for Earth. Bound to be a wild time soon. Yeah, so that's probably not the other one because they said it wasn't bound towards Earth. So that's another one very concerning. And yeah, eventually it's going to happen because they said it's not a matter of if it happens. They said it's a matter of when, because these things obviously happen all the time. They say it. The asteroids happen a lot, apparently. It is bound to happen. And I think like you, man, it's going to get really interesting. So imagine if they do blow up this asteroid that's headed towards Earth. Let's, predict that it would hit, say, in 3 months or 6 months or a year. If it's far enough and they break it up and all those rocks or some parts of rocks start coming towards Earth really slowly and only little impacts. That's what I would think that they would do if a giant asteroid was headed towards Earth. It just blow it the hell up. But I mean, that would be devastating. Can you imagine all the slivers and everything landing all over the place? Even if you stay in your basement, I don't think it's going to help very much if it hits the house, boy. Mr. I am Kai in the house. Thank you very much. Thanks, His Highness. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. The Hergs. Scott from Oz in the house. Thanks, man. Hi, Bruce. Have you found anything else on the moon? Well, I'm still looking. That's for sure. There's lots of structuring that can be seen, and especially along the Terminator line, when it moves across the moon, you get to see a lot of elevation. And some of the areas, like I'm trying to do a lot of comparisons where I don't know if you saw recently, Scott from Oz, video a week or two ago. Actually, it's going by fast now. Some two newly built structures where the craters have become larger. One looks like there's had two walls in 2018, and now in 2022. And comparing some of the footage, we could see that that crater has now three walls, and the crater underneath is completely round and closed, as compared to in 2018 it was like a fireplace with an opening. I am seeing I mean, and they're all over the place. I just recently was able to show all the lines at the Apollo 17 landing site, which when I was on Jean-Claude's, we showed the video and we didn't see it very well. You have to see it here on the website to see the lines. Lots of stuff. Clavius crater, at the back of Clavius crater, there are 2 or 3 lines again that go to these towering objects and up elevated areas, and all in the straight line. Power grids. I think they're doing some type of power that they're producing up there for sure. I mean, for all we know, they're making, who knows, maybe maple syrup. Maybe some Canadians took over the moon or something, eh? Shelly, just watch you on with Jean-Claude. Oh, thank you so much. Very interesting. Had to check your channel out. Thank you so much, Shelly. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Jean-Claude's a good guy. He's got a good channel too, and a nice community. And please do check out the videos. There's a lot of controversial videos and stuff I found on the moon here that not a lot of people have been able to show or have found or seen themselves. So I'm very lucky I am, consider myself. They always are. Yes. Very informative videos. And of course, you know, go give them a thumbs up and encourage them, because Super Dave takes a chance, like me posting controversial videos. And sometimes, well, we go to YouTube jail. That's what happens sometimes. Kevin, how's it going, Bailey, man? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Peace and love, brother. Means a lot. Thanks again, David. Scott Robinson in the house. How's it going, brother? Australia, amazing place. Underneath me right now, or maybe over top, depending on how we're placed. Hey, Darren Angers, thank you very much for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that, man. Welcome. And hey, thanks for stopping by the stream. Stream's not for everybody. Some people that I interact a lot with, you know, from Darla, Barb Weist, William Shuttles, Elias, a whole bunch of people here, Peter Benton. I shouldn't start naming them because it's everybody. I am Kai. Everyone that's here. We have some fun also in the community with some silly pictures I like posting. Do you like my last picture of the end of the world? False prophets? That's probably how I'm going to wind up, walking down the street. But I would see myself with that sign saying the moon's inhabited and just really long hair. Maybe a whiskey bottle inside or something hanging on a string or something in the the future. Can't say dinner with Tony tonight. Please have an amazing dinner. Thanks for letting me know I'm buffering, man. I'm kidding now. I'm just bugging you. Yeah, I saw it. I am Kai. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, Darla. Please do check out the art collection. Not enough people have. 20,000 views, Darla, in 3 years because, Bruce never shared it. Started sharing it this year. And it's not for, like I say, everybody, but I have some nice nature photography too. I had hundreds of images, so I only put a few up there, and some ideals to see if people were interested, but didn't get many people come to see it. So it's free to look. So head over and take a look. Thanks so much, Elias. Thank you, Lisa B. Thank you, guys. Stephen Hart, how's it going, my friend? Or Stefan Hart, sorry. Shouldn't say Stephen, it is Stefan. Stefan. Final answer. Robert Henson, thanks a lot, bro. Bezos and Musk, yeah. Are they no more than distractions? You know, that's a good question. I really don't know. I have a hard time sizing up Elon Musk. I know a lot of people told me Bruce he's an elite and stuff. I get it, but he's sort of like the naughty elite. He's like the black sheep of the elites, right? Like he wants to profit um, a good business by obviously like Twitter, for example, right? But in the means, hopefully, to help some people. He's not stupid. He can make money off of people. And at the same time, people will appreciate maybe him being there. But there was a little switch up. I don't know what's happening with that story or not. You have to wonder how come he has certain powers. I mean, look at it the way you want, CEO of Tesla. At the same time, he has his boring company. It doesn't mean it's boring. It means that he bores holes in other planets, hired by NASA and people here on Earth. Like, who do we hire to drill for us on Mars? Probably, you know, Elon Musk with his boring company, these massive wheels and teeth, diamond blades cutting through rock to make tunnels. You could imagine the whole entire Earth was tunneled that way. Probably, I would say probably with the same machines, probably the same exact machines that were making the tunnels, maybe even on Mars, most likely. Time 8:08. I'm a little late behind. Let me scroll down here. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy, David, isn't it? It's getting a little crazy. Gonna fortify the fort. That's like the German line back in the day, but now it's the opposite. Now it's actually Germany's in Ukraine now with the Nazi insignia, but and the SS logos. But um, I remember at part of the war. Actually, I don't remember it, but I looked it up and researched it. Where the Germans fortified a line. It was the longest line. It was all along the lines of countries, and it was a whole bunker, a deep bunker, a trench that they dug, went all along, massive, massive work that was done to build all that. So it's going to look like that at one point. That's what they're going to do. I mean, look at all the mines and everything already lying around. That's just horrible. That's too bad. Those places are basically not livable after. They have to be demined and they have to do a whole bunch of stuff to get everything back up. Yeah, get your ride in the Moon Express. And that's what they want to do, eh? They want to, like, think of it, guys. Every time we go to space, okay, we're throwing junk into space all the time. Okay. Boosters, then the gas chamber and everything. We're always letting off crap into space and stuff. We're not advanced. We don't have a spaceship, for Pete's sakes, to be able to leave Earth, go into the moon's orbit or Earth's orbit, and then just come back down and land. It's always going. They can make a jet bloody hover and land like a UFO. Why couldn't they do that with a spaceship? It just makes no sense. Makes no sense. They're not doing that. Instead, they're launching people to the moon and stuff like so basically, this is how long it's going to be, right? It's going to be about that long. But you'll be sitting on the end in this. On the top, right? You got all that hydrogen and oxygen up your ass, pushing you up to the moon. Really safe. I don't understand it. We should have a spaceship that we're able to leave the atmosphere, for Pete's sakes. No, a literal spaceship that we can go and come back. No, it's like it's like those throwaway cameras. those you take pictures of it. You used to grab the roll out of it and used to throw away the camera. It was a $10 camera. Well, that's what their rockets are like. Styrofoam rockets to send people up to space. You'd need something definitely sturdy to get up there to the moon. And they talk about going through the belts and all this. And it's like, wait a minute. Why aren't the tourists that are going to the moon talking? Like, why is there not some guy that started a website now or a YouTube channel because he went up into space for $1.5 million? Mark my words, you're not going to hear any of those people probably talk about them at all. Just heard they're planning on live broadcasting them shooting down an asteroid. Marcia Claire, thanks for coming back, you guys, and thanks Gate Smasher and everyone for the information about that asteroid. I don't know what happened about that I did not even know about that. So I guess they're going to be talking about that and showing shooting down an asteroid. So what's going on? What is this? There's something not right about all this though. All these changes that are going on makes no sense. Did I tell you James Webb has problems with the infrared mode? They're keeping other modes, but the infrared mode, I don't think they're going to be able to use it anymore. Could it be these aliens that are shooting anomalies at the James Webb and trying to take it out of commission, to decommission it? Shooting an asteroid and televising it, that would be something else. That would really be something else. If that's so, we're going to see a lot of debris. You know what? We're soon. I think everybody's going to be able to see what's going on in the sky. Like everyone in the world, we won't need cameras. We'll just have to look up in the sky, and it's going to be all this garbage and explosions and stuff occurring. You know. Norma C in the house. You always send me such beautiful letters and cards, Norma C. And I actually kept the beautiful gold seal of a bird that you had on it, and I put it on my guitar. So I'm always thinking of you when I'm playing the guitar. There's some beautiful, nice, thoughtful things that people send me. For me, I always get a message from a bird, so appreciated having it. Thank you, Norma C. And thanks for being here. Hi, says Norma C. A great flag and shirt. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm always here, even when I can't post. I know it. And I love you for it, Norma C. Incredible support to the channel. The help, the contributions, amazing support. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Julie and Floyd went all out, as they always do. Such beautiful things, and that's greatly appreciated. Got my space hat that I wear all the time now. That's what I should have been wearing right now, the space hat, actually. Next stream, promise. Peter Benton says, according to Kelly the Bird, hit the window some time ago, but yeah, there was one before. I remember that. Yep. And she's had one hit the bottom window as well, way back a few years ago. We need to get stickers for the windows. Yeah, literally, eh? And wasn't that close? You know, I don't know if it's an omen sometimes. Was that not close to Kelly's grandfather's funeral or something when he had passed away or something recently? Something like that, eh? But yeah, because I think sometimes those birds are maybe messages for something else. I don't know. Maybe it's silly. Kate Smasher channel. Remember when you were told that when the crap hits the fan? Yep, it's the farm. I love that. Those in power will not say anything to the people. That's absolutely it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I remember that. I remember thinking it and saying it too. Well, the people in charge have said it. Yes. Earth hit by asteroid is Emmett bunkers. Very interesting. So I'm going to be looking into that. Like I'm sort of a little excited that that's going to happen actually. An asteroid hitting Earth. Wow, we're living in exciting times, guys. So what are they going to do? Where's the asteroid going to hit? You know what, guys? You know what I think is going to happen if an asteroid hits Earth? That's it. Nothing will happen. Watch that. Or a tsunami and we all die. But I don't think so. You know, the more danger I see, the more I laugh. When I almost got in an accident once, and it's like I was laughing. I don't know. It's just it hits me. Master Nine, thank you so much, bro. Thanks. Nice to see you, man. Very generous, you guys. Thanks for the generous contributions. Yeah, they're not going to tell the public exactly, Gate Smasher. Thanks again, man. They're not going to tell the public. They're going to wait, and things are going to happen. And then, you know, until there's an immediate danger for us, like, I mean, until it's maybe hours away from smacking, They're going to find out where it's going to hit, and then they're going to warn people in that area. Like, it could be that we hear like, well, warning for New York, Ohio, all the Tennessee. They start naming states. You got to be careful. There could be an asteroid that hits. And hey, I'm not wanting to send anything to the states. I'm just saying, no matter where it's going to hit. Most often, they say that these asteroids often hit in the oceans. I don't know if it's coincidence or if it's strictly because of the currents and everything, the way it's pulled in with the tides. Who knows? Kathleen Nelson in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Master 9, thanks again, man. Hey, Daz, how's it going, man? My friend from UK. Hi, Bruce. And all I'd say, the moon's hollow and artificial satellite. I believe that absolutely 100%. It rang like a bell for an hour, and then they hit it with a larger object, and it rang for 3 hours, and they confirmed that it would have to be hollow for it to ring like that. So imagine an asteroid hitting the moon. Wouldn't it like create a gaping hole in it? The moon's a very mysterious place, Daz, because the moon, and you know it, but the moon has a hard shell on the exterior. They say what's on the surface of the moon is a lot more solid and dense than the inside of the moon. And apparently, the rocks that are on the surface are older than the inside of them, or opposite, something like that. It's something odd about the years of the rocks. Like the surface rocks are older. That's right. The surface rocks, sorry, are older, would be older than the moon itself inside the moon, which is a little odd. Think of it. The rocks are older than the moon's core itself. The moon doesn't have a core. The inside of the moon is what I meant. And yeah, alien base to monitor and control us. Command central is what I say for sure. And keep the Earth on its axis. Hey, what do I know? Well, I think we know a lot, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of us here, we came along and touched on many points in our theories where we were probably like right dead on the nail, like hit the head on the nail without necessarily us knowing it, Dominic, thank you very much. Piotr, thank you. Bruce is back live, right on. Yes, sir. Every Friday, my friends, 1 o'clock and 8 p.m., because I love interacting with my incredible community. And again, right after this, I'm going to be getting a good video up for you guys. It won't be too long to put together either. I'm about halfway through. Peter, wake up. Peter. Thank you, Darla. There's Peter's channel. That's why we are moving to the moon or Mars. Yeah, you see now we could talk about this for a long time. If they're doing that and they're going to start having to admit to people that, yeah, like we're going to have to go to another planet. It could be that they don't mention it and that they do start moving people because of that. I think you're absolutely right about that. And I don't think it's something that's going to occur in 1,000 years. I think now we're more close to maybe something happening in the next 20, 30 years. Or like you said, if there's one coming towards Earth even now. And the thing is with the asteroids are always new. Some of them are new. I said that wrong. There's a lot of new asteroids that appear. When you look up an asteroid in its name, it has the date. And there are some in 2022 that were found, 2021, 2020, 2019. And some of them are pretty big. Some of them are pretty big, and they're our solar system has visitors all the time coming inside of the solar system. Oumuamua came in from interstellar space, very far out. It came in, went around the sun, whizzed by Earth, and then slowed down, then gained speed as it headed back out to the constellation of Lyra. So it's like, why are these objects visiting the solar system when you think of space, like, if you're like me, I say, well, everything's right now is on a certain trajectory and it's always going to be going that trajectory. No, they change trajectories. Stars that are, look, the sun's a star. The closest star to Earth is the sun. It's solar maximum now leading up to 2025. So that is pulling in objects inside of the solar system. It could be big objects. They say that massive stars can pull planets out of their orbits. What? I found that out, and I said, if that's true, that's not good. Like, if something happens to the sun, well, Earth could shift. Could we remain in the solar system but be sort of closer to the sun or further from the sun? Yet that annoying moon that's following us everywhere, tagging us, they must be tied together. Maybe there's a big chain, invisible chain on the moon, tying it to us. Absolutely, it's already colonized. So that's what fascinates me, because if it's already colonized, Alpha Kush in the house. Hi Bruce, mate. How's it going, man? Incoming. Hey, bro, love you, man. Everybody for the likes, absolutely amazing. Alpha Kush, right on, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. The moon's already colonized. I'm 100% with you on that. 100% with you on that. So who's up there, and are they just going to let us land there and do some work? So there was probably already a contact that was done. Maybe it's not advanced. Don't forget, they're saying aliens are advanced. We're imagining these technology nuts. Maybe they're just a bunch of dirty little gray aliens that drink beer and fornicate all day long. Don't do much. Who knows? Like, why would that even be funny? Well, that is funny, but seriously, why could it not be possible? They don't look. The fight doesn't make much sense. Just on the moon naked. I don't know. I don't think because anyways, they're proving right off the bat that's not too cold on the moon. If that's what's up there. I mean, look, he's got no pants. If he's on the moon without any pants, well, they found it in the pits. There's lots of information coming out. And if you haven't heard it yet, I mentioned it during 2 live streams. They found some pits, very deep pits on the moon with tunnels connected to those pits, which obviously lava tubes. They're talking about wanting to build bases in it. And at the same time, in the depth of these pits, we are talking about 17 degrees Celsius. We could literally go down there in comfortable, thin sweaters all the time, always the same temperature, hidden from any, dangers of asteroids also colliding with you. So that water running from the poles is definitely probably winding up in those pits. I bet you there's massive rivers underneath the moon of flowing water. I believe that 100%. Vegetation and everything there. It must be incredible. I bet you they're building gardens right now. Thanks again, Alpha Kush. Thanks, you guys. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, Karen Massey in the house. Thanks for being here for such a long time, you guys. Starting to be a couple of years there. I've had some problems. I'm still looking at the emails, Evelyn. I didn't see it yet, but I'll double check. I looked at today's and yesterday. I don't know if somebody's screwing around with me with the emails. Another person, network channel, told me check the emails. I went to check. Whoop! One moment. My batteries are ready. Get some more coffee. Anyone want some coffee? Be right back. Excuse me. Thank you, Evelyn. Kimberly, thanks again for being here. Sorry, guys. Master 9, merci, hein? Oui, beaucoup occupé sur un gros projet, mais je vous oublie pas, la gang. Je te remercie bien gros, Master 9. Thanks, brother. He says he's very busy on the project, but he says he's not forgetting me. Thank you. Merci, bro. Awesome, you guys. Lisa B, thank you so much for being here. There you go. Apophis. Yep. And there's the other one. Hey, brother. Diopsis or something like that, or Dophis or Dopus. There's another asteroid. Yes, DART. Yep. That was the project. And don't forget, DART, it was supposed to be Japan or China at the beginning that was supposed to take care of that. asteroid and to divert it, to do testing on it. And I love the way they say it. They say, don't worry, we're doing a test on diverting an asteroid, but there's no danger of it hitting Earth. Why divert it? Doesn't make any sense. Why try to divert an asteroid that's going on his way past Earth? They're going to start bouncing things around. That's what they're going to do. They're going to start playing ping pong. Everything's going to start bouncing around all over the place. Thanks, Darla. We have Judy Barker in the house. Hi, Judy. Thanks so much for being here. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thank you, man. Deja vu, I think, could be when you merge for a few seconds or more into different states of reality. Maybe something like that. Oh, no. Listen, I got some crazy. Thanks so much, man. I got some crazy deja vus and deja vus with objects and even just watching a video, but with people at one point. That was it was a girl, very beautiful lady, and she was working with me when I was working on the medical buses. One of the nurses, when I went and dropped off at one of the centers, and we had at the same time simultaneously a deja vu, and we said the same thing. It was very odd. But you're talking about different states and stuff. See, I believe in all these different states and stuff, man. I saw, okay, my friend Shadow, okay, start walking differently than what he was walking, and it just blew my mind. It just makes no bloody sense. It defies the laws of reality. And you go to explain that to someone, or you try to find a solution in science or physics, and there's absolutely no explanation. It tells you that it's absolutely impossible that what you see is real. So they're hiding parallel, whether it be parallel worlds or other dimensions, they're hiding it. Some people have had spiritual encounters. I've had them. And the most beautiful part of that is that they remain hidden. Never will anyone ever be able to prove that unless they filmed it. And people, no matter how beautiful the story is, there's always a little part of someone, even me, when listening to someone's story, that maybe it didn't happen, right? So that's how they protect themselves, those ghosts. But in reality, all these things are happening. Alpha Kush, shit. And I can't, I'm with StreamYard. I can't mod you guys. Please come back next stream. I promise I'm going to do it from YouTube. Right here, I have no access in modding anyone. When I click on the three buttons, it says put user in timeout or block you. Very sorry about that. But I will, though. Some people ask for the wrenches, and I do, man. I appreciate the mods and stuff, but I hope you don't mind. Please come back next week, man. I promise to. It's not a it's not a bribe, but yeah, I have no controls in my StreamYard to touch the mods or and I can't pin anything on the top either. It's like I'm on YouTube, but because I'm streaming from StreamYard, well, I don't have those functions. I keep forgetting to do that, streaming from YouTube, because I want to stream next week with people that are subscribers only. I never do the subscribers only one. Thanks, Alva Kush, for appreciating the channel, brother. Really appreciate that, man. Dennis Robinson. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Hey, Dilip Patel, how's it going? Hey, Bruce, thank you for all that you do. I appreciate that, man. Trying to wake people up from the Matrix. Much love. Much love to you, too. Dilip, thank you, man. Peace, brother. Love you for it. Game day before yesterday, live, my picture. Right on, Leia. I'm having problems with the buttons here. Aliens on the Moon is my favorite song. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for appreciating it. I'll have to sing it again, redo it. I had fun singing that song. Like I said, everyone's waiting for Jesus. Comes here. Thank you, Jesus Bravo. Love you, man. Thanks a lot. Jesus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm trying to learn the proper pronunciations of how certain countries pronounce the J, right? Like we'll say Jesus here. but sometimes in other countries it's Jesus. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. House. Yes, good vibes. Jesus in the house. Janice Hobson from the UK. Thanks a lot. Get a lot of awesome people here. Janice from, love the name, by the way. Janice Joplin, one of my favorite singers, lady singers. I get a lot of amazing people here from the UK, and I really appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. Your Oak Island, VW Blue Sky. Thank you for popping in, my friend. And of course, Dilip Patel, thanks again. He's sending some incredible energy to everyone, sending you all high vibrations and much love. I felt that, brother. Thank you very much, you guys. It's not good, or they would have kept it a secret, but we've got Bruce who can see. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Darren says, since it appears they're already building on the moon, they should already be a power grid. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. So do you think they are almost done taking it over? So then, yeah, poof, we have a power grid now. I think there's some truth to that, to whoever was there. And imagine if they went to the moon and it was a human civilization that was there, was a lot smaller than Earth. Oof, they would have maybe tried to land or communicate with them, and then maybe even a takeover, because we're just a bunch of savages. That's what we do. Go around the solar system and just take everything over. Power tripping. And that's it, Darren Angers. If they're already there, are they actually going to turn around and say, hey, we're going to build all this infrastructure along the craters and we're going to blend it in to hide the surface? But in reality, the bullshit that they're doing is just moving into the either ancient civilization or abandoned bases that are there that were either taken over, that were, new, old, who knows? Very interesting. Michael Gray, thanks for being here, man. Hi, Bruce, found you from UFO Addicts. Thanks so much. Are you talking about the DART project NASA is doing? Absolutely, my friend. Exactly that. Yeah, and they took over the project from Japan or from China, and now it's them that's going to do it. They're supposed to divert. This is coming up, right? Isn't it 2023 or something like that? Or maybe later this year that they were supposed to divert it. Apparently, they're going to divert it now. I don't know if that's the one Gate Smasher was talking about, though, because the DART asteroids were not headed towards Earth, they said. So maybe the asteroids are headed towards Earth and that they're not actually telling us about it. I wouldn't put it past them. Really wouldn't put it past them. Safe House Delta, thanks for being here, man. South Dakota in the house. Thank you. What's up, my rocker friends, scientist, astrologer? Hey, Celestial Magnetic, thanks for stopping by, you guys. Always a pleasure. Janice, hi to you too. Thanks again for stopping in. Elias Barnes is in the house. Thanks, you guys. See, that's exactly it, David. We have no idea what happened, and we probably never will know. Who would want to live on the moon just for atmosphere? Yeah, exactly. I'm curious to go, though, to see if there's really is atmosphere there. But think of it. If there's no atmosphere there, okay, why the hell would they start building structures on the moon if they would have to terraform the moon? Oh, but wait, maybe the moon's already terraformed, or doesn't need terraforming. Maybe there's already atmosphere there. I would assume the clouds are a giveaway. When we see clouds on the moon. Hey, thanks a lot, Safe House. It's a slow takedown. I've seen a lot of slow MFS. Lazarus Project, right on. Yes. That's what they're doing. Slow. They like doing it slow. Thanks, Peter Benton. Oh, is Mars in the sky, Adam? How's she looking? Staying up tonight. Something big going. Hey, Janice, you're almost scaring me. I feel it too, Tomorrow is the day, the 24th. But oui, j'arrive à house. Thanks, man. Ah, yeah. Right on. Thank you. Something big going to happen, says Janice Hobson. Yeah, we feel it too. A lot of people in the community were pretty much all talking about it, and I don't want to miss it. No idea what it is. Well, guess what? Listen, here, Janice, on our channel, we often combine energies, and a lot of things happened. Uh, the last time we did that, Christy, as a witness, and a couple of other people we were talking about combining our energies to stop. The New World Order and the by stopping CERN at one point where we're talking about a whole bunch of things. The next day, the Georgia Guidestones got hit by some blue light, even though there was somebody caught leaving the scene. It actually planted obviously a bomb or something there, which was very interesting. Combination of the energies to make certain things happen. I think it has to do with the Vatican. I'm a lot of ums tonight because I don't it's hard to pinpoint what's going to go on because now there's too many things happening. It's becoming confusing, you know. I say something will probably be done tomorrow in a meeting, but that we wouldn't know about it. And then 5, 8, 9 days will go by, and then something will happen. And then we'll know that that's maybe what possibly they were talking about. So big meetings right now. They're doing meetings that talking about nuclear war, and I mean it's serious stuff. Thanks so much, Darla. Hey, Bruce, go deep. What does moon colonization or other species moon in the big picture to humanity? Yeah, well, species moon in the big picture to humanity. Is it? That's a hell of a good question, Safe House Delta. Is it an implication of humans that are going to do what the aliens are doing as for defense and maybe exploration in space? NASA talking about exploration this week, yesterday, today, talking about a whole bunch of things that they want to do, about colonizing the solar system, about going out, branching out to all the planets, getting setting up launch pads on all the planets, fuel, habitation on the planets. The moon, they're talking about transportation on the surface of the moon, wanting to make, obviously, let me guess, roads to be able to get to where they want to get to, most likely. But what does it mean? What's the implication to humanity? They maybe want us to be a part of a certain collective group of people that obviously don't do nuclear, because I don't think they like the nuclear very much. I think they're here to tell us to clean up our act, but that many years ago they came to ask us to clean it up and we didn't. But now they're here to say, now you're done. I don't think they're going to let any nuclear war happen. If you see a nuclear war happen, I'd be very skeptical as to what the hell the use of all the lights are buzzing around Earth. Why would they be buzzing the nuclear establishments and military bases and even submarines in the bottom of the ocean, way, way down? Goes 80,000 feet up into the sky and goes down into the bottom of the ocean. There's no resistance. They travel in the winds. There's no resistance. They can move up and down, left and right. Humans can't be doing that inside that. You can't have a human being inside a UFO light doing that. It's just impossible. But can they be living biological creatures, living organisms, light creatures that just whiz around and they use the solar energy to travel and heat? And it has to be something like that. It, very interesting, anyways. Thanks, Kimberly. I've uploaded my first moon video. It's on my channel if anyone wants to watch. I promise you I'm going to go watch it. That's for sure. Alpha Kush. And you see, I can't even click on your channel from here. But I will go and see it after. Please leave me a comment. Hello. Leave a comment on this stream when it's done. And say, Bruce, check out my moon video. That way other people will go check it out too, man. I will go check it out. Please remember to leave me a comment. I'm sure you will. Really appreciate you all for being here, guys. It's awesome. Yeah, a couple of people have been having a hard time sleeping. Me too this week, Darla and Janice. I think the aliens will prevent the asteroids and any nukes from hurting us. You said it. I agree with that. At least I hope they do. But see, that's where I'm at. I'm the same place where you're at. I'm assuming and hoping that they're going to be there to protect us, but it could be that, who knows, right? Truth Finder in the house. Yes, and he's got his first moon video up, and he'll be leaving a comment in the section here after the stream is over so that people can go and click on this video and give him some support, because he's always leaving me plenty of thumbs up supporting the channel, and will be a mod next stream when I remember. Actually, I'll fix it up. I'll just add your name after. And Dan List, keep up the amazing work. Love from. Thank you so much, you guys. Love from. Let me see. Dan List. My friend must be near Ireland, Australia, Ireland, Scotland, Ireland, England, Ireland. No, Ireland. I feel Ireland. Very welcome, Shelley. Thank you for being here. It launches chemtrails Masterneuf Z during the night. Oh, wow. Every morning we are surprised by the change in temperature. Masterneuf, les changements de température, c'est maniaque. It's crazy. Here today, it's freezing. The other night, it was boiling at night. It was very, very hot at night. Hot at night, guys, and cold in the afternoon. So when the sun is out, it's freezing. When the sun was going down, it was warmer. Now tonight, it's supposed to plunge down there a lot. Also, the moon is in our atmosphere or no? Absolutely safe house, Delta. As a matter of fact, I confirm it. It's in our atmosphere based on what science tells us. And another thing, the geocorona that's around Earth, the geocorona is what tells us, some people know, how far the oxygen extends in the Earth's atmosphere. It extends many, 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 many thousands of kilometers away from Earth, and the moon is smack dab in it. As a matter of fact, they say the Earth's geocorona extends past 100,000 kilometers past the moon. So it definitely is in the same atmosphere and oxygen of what we are. Obviously, the moon is what's causing all the rain here. Like the humidity, I've always said, I believe that we share the rain. It goes from the moon, evaporates up from the moon, like it rains here, goes between Earth and the moon, then goes back down to Earth and back down to the moon, depending on that sun where it is. It's going around, creating a lot of humidity, and that's creating life. The water is creating life. And when you look around the solar system and you see that some of the suns, not some of the suns, all suns and stars and planets, they're all placed in the perfect way so that they can have oxygen. It's like it's perfectly placed when you look at everything the way it is. Cindy, thank you. And I thanked you at the last stream for the generous contribution, but I don't think I thanked you early enough. It was almost an hour after, but I saw it and I appreciate it. Love you for it. Thanks for being here, you guys. Adam Truth Finder in the house. I'm doing good here with the Truth family. You're always welcome. We love you, brother. We have a lot of fun here. Yeah, good idea. So it, it could be down list. Oh yes, I was close. UK Manchester. Oh, you wrote that before. I was taking a guess that you were in the UK actually. Awesome. Thank you very much, Denlist. Again, thanks again, Cindy, for being here. Michael B, thank you very much. I appreciate that, brother. That's very generous. Thank you so much, you guys. Amazing. Lazarus Project says, Bruce, whatever happened to NASA moon mission? We were going, right? Yeah, absolutely. Alien said, no, we good. Yeah, now we good. That's exactly it, I think. I think that's what happened. So, we tried to land and they said, no, you're not going to land here, guys. Don't even think of landing here. And then we started doing a lot of stuff like sending shit into space. I'm pretty sure, excuse the expression. And look at all the probes. We're sending out messages, guys, like the human body naked, like this, with our hands out, a male and female side by side, showing one with the genitalia and everything. We're telling everyone who's here where we are, and we're sending that out with messages and the disc, golden discs and music and shit. When somebody finds that, if there's a bunch of savages or I don't know, human eaters or something, find that out. It's pretty scary when you think of who could be coming to Earth to roam around. And I mentioned it, I think it was last stream, and I think it's really important to say that the UFO lights that we see, that could be their. I think I said on John Float's channel, that could be their means of communication or their visual eyes. They could be here in essence, or they could physically be sending those lights, which are just quite simply an eyeball, like a camera, like we do, satellites, whatever. And it's buzzing around. Sometimes it comes low. I got some cool flashes last night from some UFOs. Excuse me. UFO appeared in the trees in the background also and fluttered, and it looked like the UFO had a big Q beam on it. I'm going to show you that too. And it's all little incidences that happen, all little experiences that happen that last sometimes 5-10 seconds, that it proves that these objects are not satellites, and especially how low that I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them very close this year. This summer, it's the closest I've ever seen them, except not true. In 2021, those that just arrived here, you got to check out my UFO video. It's one of Darla's favorites. It's the one that came down to my house, guys. Literally came 15 feet from me, in front of me, rays of light coming out around it, a shape in the center changing forms. It was something really incredible having witnessed. B. Freeman, YouTube jail. Somehow I totally avoided it. Not sure how. Well, sometimes we're lucky and we can slip through the cracks. We get through the algorithm, but I'm telling you, they're really rough. I got caught for medical information by posting a video quite simply of Bill Gates talking by himself. I didn't even say anything in the video against him. What he was saying was pretty much enough revealing. And sometimes, very often, Bill Gates, our enemy, often slips and says some stupid shit and gets caught. It's all floating on the internet. Anybody can have access to being able to see all that stuff and look it up, but not a lot of people find it out, eh? John, thanks, you guys. Philip Mitchell in the house. Bruce, can you see the glass structures Richard Hoagland found? As a matter of fact, hey, Richard Hoagland, I knew nothing about him. It took years for me to go find out who he was, because a lot of you were saying, Bruce, he everything that I'm mentioning, he's been talking about that, and he found a whole bunch of stuff. I know that I have found some of the areas, but I think also some of the images that some people show are not on Earth's side of the moon. Also, like, people sometimes come and ask me, Bruce, can you try to find that crater? Well, it's because if it's not on Earth's side, I'll have a hard time. But from what I see is that they're all glass. I'm upset because I showed a glass city, and I wish I thought I would have been known because of that. And I thought, like, everyone would have said, like, God, check these cities out, because it's all structuring on the surface. It literally is all structuring on the surface. They're grayish. They're see-through. You could see craters and objects through the structuring that's there. So if some of it's glass, it can very well be glass for sure. Some people are having buffering problems. Sorry about that. Hey, thanks. Yep. For those who don't know, Brandon. Here's a Brandon. An amazing gift from Gate Smasher Ura channel and Julie Stats, the Stats channel. Love you guys. HOB, how's it going? Bruce just got home and late, but here. Thank you very much. We love your research. That means a lot, man. Harry and Callie. Means a lot, guys. Really appreciate that. Hi. What do you mean I never said hi to you in over a year? Are you kidding me? I love talking, Janice. You could come here every effing morning with your coffee while you're making lunch and just comment, hey, sup? And I will talk to you. If you're telling me it's because you had a problem commenting and I wasn't answering, that really sucks because Bruce cries. You know, do you know that I answer all comments on the videos? I just don't get more than 200 comments. So, of course, I answer them all. I used to answer them when I was getting 700 comments. It's a lot longer, but you're probably not talking about me at all, right? Bruce is like, Bruce, I'm not talking about you because I wouldn't want you to feel not welcome. I don't want anybody to feel not welcome. Bruce, your community post of you wearing Chem space armor. Yeah, they're pretty funny, eh? So we had some people saying, Bruce, is that some sexual fetish? No, it's not space bondage. It's just me being stupid. Bunker. It's me telling people to bunker down. You know, tied to a support beam. I got my safe word. Ready to go. Let her rip. That's what I say. Thank you very much, Beth Noyes. Thanks a lot, Beth. Welcome, everybody. These are the live streams. If you're new here, do let us know so we can say hello to you and thank you for coming in. We're really like an online family here. The stats. Thanks, Julie. The nice governor said the hurricane is coming, my first threat. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no. That's horrible, eh? Florida? It started, Florida gets a lot of freaking hurricanes, but you know what? You're good. I have a lot of energy over your house by this point. I'll be sending a lot of energy your way. That ain't gonna happen. Not hurricane energy. I mean, I love you, Moon Man. Hit the thumbs up, my friends. Watch, subscribe, and comment. I love you to pieces, Julie. Thank you so much. Love you too, Floyd. He's a trapper, hunter. I don't want to fuck with the hunters. No fucking around. No, I love you guys. You guys know it. Hey, Mr. Bruce, how are you doing? I almost came out wrong. Hey, Mr. Bruce, how are you doing? My friend, it's the 24th. Oh, some of you have touched the 24th. We are still okay for the time being. Yes, absolutely. I don't feel anything's going. Thanks again, Julie. Thanks, everyone. I don't think anything's going to happen on the 24th, but I mean, don't think anything's going to happen. There's a lot going on in Ukraine. There's a lot going on in, I'm worried about 300,000 troops. Very astonishing. No one's going to believe me, but I dreamt the day before they announced that there were 250,000 troops in my dream underground. Kai had a weird dream today. I am Kai. Dreamt that the money was black. I started doing that one week, started writing down. I get too lazy and it's like I don't do it. It's not I get lazy, it's I forget when I wake up. I tried to, before going to bed, always trying to go to the year 2027. I tried it about 10 or 11 times last month. I did it a couple times this month. And I think only twice out of the 11 times that I actually felt I opened my eyes and that I saw there was water. That did scare me. I opened my eyes in 2027, whether it's a dream or not. And around me, there were mountains and water. And in the water, the UFOs were coming out of the water, but I didn't see any buildings or anything where I was looking at. And in that time, it was supposed to be 2027 that I wanted to go and take a peek on what it looked like. So, every time you're going to have a dream or something and you're going to wake up, whether you're trying to travel into the future or travel into the past, you're never going to know if it's real or what happens. But like me, I'm sure a lot of you agree with me. Some dreams are pretty intense where we have an emotional reaction, like almost we're terrified when certain things happen in a dream sometimes. It's always interesting. Yeah, well, listen, the terraforming, supposedly putting some atmosphere inside of the moon. The moon probably most likely, but Mars's atmosphere, and this was being done with their little silly helicopters that they have, this big or however big they are, that would be applying oxygen in the atmosphere. However the hell they're going to be doing that. Still interesting when you think of it. Thanks again, Lisa B, for being here. Musk is the son of the father of the Saturn V. That's scary stuff. That is scary stuff. Imagine a guy that works in space and his name is Elon. It has to be from another planet. He's got twins too. Maybe he made them. Anyone want some coffee? We're living in the times of revelation, and I think in 2022, if we don't know more than we've ever known before, in 2023, we probably will. The Vatican is probably going to talk about a few things. It could have to do with the Queen's death, also the fact that the Queen died, the end of a treaty. I started talking about it 2 or 3 years ago. We knew that her treaty was up, her time was up. Like I knew 10 years ago, starting to do some research or looking online, and from what I heard and saw in videos, that they were already talking about when her time was going to be up and what was going to happen afterwards. And she had a lot of power. And in all the countries around the world, everyone's going to know in a couple of days or weeks exactly how much power she had and what she was touching on, because everything's going to change. Maybe some things are going to stay the same, but I highly doubt it. I think that they were anxious for her to leave. So like, who's replacing her? Like, I mean, aside from Charles the Third being the third, whatever, but who's replacing her as for worldwide, like the WEF and all that? You can be sure Charles is into that all the way to, his nose is up Klaus Schwab's butt for sure. The carbon taxes and everything. He's no good news, this guy. They're rich. They're rich. They're the monarchs. Why don't they start right away healing everything? Why don't they immediately force all funding to go towards cancer research and to better the schools? Do you think it's retarded that we don't have any cameras in schools and old folks' homes and on buses? It is so stupid. It's so dumb. They put cameras in places where they don't need freaking cameras. There's buildings that have alleyways that have cameras in it outside of the schools, but there's none in the schools. What do you mean there's no cameras in the school? I've never, maybe in the States there is, but there definitely isn't here. Walking down corridors in the school, never saw any cameras anywhere. That's for sure. Even the alarm system had no cameras, I don't think. It's just ridiculous that we didn't evolve and go towards that. No seatbelts in buses. You know what the reason was? For real, the reason was? Well, I used to drive school buses too, not just the medical buses. The school buses would be too expensive to change all the buses to transform them to seatbelt wearing, because the seats aren't made safe with the seatbelts. When you get an accident on a school bus, it's actually very dangerous. A school bus is not tied to the frame. It's sitting like a trailer on the frame. Something happens and the bus turns sideways. That part, fuselage, if you want, of the bus, it turns and stuff. And I saw some gruesome accidents actually on videos when I was in Montreal, looking at some really serious young kids that passed away. And, a guy 18 years old or 17 years old playing football, maybe 150 pounds. The bus turns sideways and he goes and smashes into a kindergarten kid. Buses are so unsafe. And as a matter of fact, my school bus was bought from us, the one I was driving. It's, I think it was a Bluebird mine. It's all made in Philadelphia, USA. They're all from there. And you guys don't know how to make heaters because you make heaters for up there, the temperatures there, but they don't work here once it's minus 40. It just tickles your feet. But why was I saying that? Yeah, the American buses had seatbelts in them. And I was ordered to tell the kids, and I swear to you, I swear to God, even though I shouldn't be swearing, I had to tell the kids, you are not allowed to put on a seatbelt. And they told me the reason why they're not allowed wearing their seatbelts is if there's a fire or something, it's easier for them to evacuate than having them stuck on the ceiling. Because think of it, a bus is pretty high, okay? And, trying to untie people. These are stupid, stupid things. Never had safety for that. It always enraged me. Lisa B, thank you so much. So generous. Thanks, guys. Rusha TG best. You're the best and have the best community. Thanks so much. I love you, Lisa B. And best mods here. Love to everyone. That's true. We have the most amazing mods here. That's for sure. A lot of people, and I gave mods a long time ago. I haven't re-given because honestly, there's a lot of people here that should all deserve to be mods. But maybe next stream I will update and give out some new wrenches. Wrenches for everyone. Wrenches for everyone. I love the support, you guys. Thank you so much. Definitely beyond human, I believe. I believe I can fly. Patagonia Pampa in the house. Nobody loves dollar more than us. Peter Hyde, thanks, man. Thank you so much, brother. Man, I appreciate that so much. Wow, you guys. Thanks for the generous contributions. And Peter Benton. I can't click. There we go. Thank you, Peter. Why I didn't thank you for that, man. So let me scroll all the way down here. Master Neff, merci encore. Thanks again, brother. T-Zone in the house. Video of the German guy saying you will remember where you were. Yeah, the 24th. Yep. See, that's what everyone's Peter Hyde, everybody. Thanks again, you guys. Lisa B. A video of German guy saying you will remember where you were the 9th, the 24th of the 9th. I wonder, eh? So it sounds like we'll survive it. Yes, exactly. If we'll be there to remember it. No fear, but tell your friends and family you love them anyways. Yeah, I did. And even my mother called me up and told me, hey, Bruce, stock up on a couple things, son. A couple things could happen. And we all sort of feel that there's something in the air. T-Zone, thanks so much for that, Beth. Thank you, everybody. Flat earthers say the moon is under doom with the sun and a dome, sorry. Up the lights here. Under a dome with the sun, and they rotate around the North Pole. Interesting. Moon and sun are the same size. They definitely look the same size when you look at them. Of course, the excuse is that they say the sun's a lot further, and it's perceived as the same size. I think there's some truth to what you said there for sure. I think the moon is made a sphere, and they are watching us. I really think so. So literally, we're talking about. Thanks again, Jesus Bravo. We're talking about a spaceship. Probably the moon could actually be a bloody spaceship that is there. And like some of you just said, probably keeping Earth on its axis also. It has to be something because the moon is unorthodox. It shouldn't be there. Systematic self-organization. Thank you very much for being here. I'm getting to be old, an old surface rock as well. Same here, getting there. And I've gained a little bit of weight, so I'm becoming a star, I think. I'm expanding in helium from the inside. Little joke there. A fat joke. Bruce talks to lots of people. Very friendly guy. Thanks so much, Be Free Man. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. Jeez. Oh my gosh. That was bad. Ear bopping. I almost fainted. The eye, the pressure in the eyes. Little stroke. I'm good. I'm back. I'm not afraid of death. Because when I die, I won't know. Until I wake up on the other side. Wake on up to the other side. 8:38. Let me scroll down. It's still 9:25. I want to get down to the other comments. Jeez, a lot of people here. That's awesome, you guys. In the Hebrew text, it says God created the moon as a mirror. Wow, that's awesome. Alpha Kush. Thanks for sharing that. That's trippy, actually. The moon could be Antarctica, the other end of the ice wall. Maybe it's really high. What's on the other end of the ice wall? In other words, if we're living on a planet that we don't understand, like the planet they showed us, like there's only certain things we're thinking of. We're like, round or flat, okay? Triangular, maybe square, try to think of a shape you're on. If we're actually living on this snake-like object that's going expanding like that across space, we'd have no idea. We're on a planet and we're turning around, unless you get off the planet to see actually what the hell's going on. If we don't get a chance to do that, guys, I hope you know it, that your kids will. The next generation will definitely be going to space. But unfortunately, I don't think they'll have a choice. That's what the feeling that I'm getting. Hey, is Naughty Beaver in the house? Thanks a lot for being here, my friend. Naughty Beaver in the house. Another awesome person, supports the channel, comes by and says hi. Thank you very much, Naughty Beaver. Thorium on the moon. They talk about that too. Sacrifity. Seraphitive. Being an ass. I'm sorry, guys. My soul is from Jupiter and 7. You guys are entertaining. Love you all. Thank you very much. My soul is probably, I hope I'm not from the depths of hell. I hope I'm not from the depths of hell. Thank you for not saying the T. Just a part of it. It's so long now. Like now, we should just say now like L with 3 apostrophes or something. Crazy world we live in, boy. Greetings from the beautiful Rogue Valley. Thank you very much, Star Hunter. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Awesome, Lisa Eckerly. Thank you. Moon looks like a massive cul-de-sac without the paved parts. That's true. And when you look at the moon, guys, the moon looks concave or convexed. It looks concave. It looks like it's caved in. And when you look at the moon and you look at it close up sometimes, yes, I see it looks like a hole. And Copernicus crater on the bottom, rewind, Tycho crater on the bottom, the pit, I call it, the bottom, when it's at the bottom, is actually elevated sideways. Some of you are probably going to say I'm nuts because most people know Tycho crater. Very recent crater, they say, only about 1 million years old. Probably. It's lifted up sideways. It's lifted up sideways, and it looks like a bloody radio telescope or some satellite or something. It's real. It's intriguing. Thanks again, Lisa B. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here, Lisa. Maybe North Korea is on the moon. Oh, bloody hell. Because the country is cut from the world. That's very smart what you just said there. To hide the facts that they are already on the moon with slaves, population, work on the moon for nothing. You absolutely, that's a very smart thing you said because that's true. When you go into North Korea, it's a bum city. They have fake restaurants, they have fake um, train centers where there are hired actors. I saw the interview on what's its name? A whole bunch of one. Is it? I always forget who goes there. Bloody hell. Anyways, it's a setup. You go there, you have to bring flowers, and to do this sort of demonic ritual by bringing flowers to someone that you absolutely hate and disagree with everything he's ever said. But I never understood that. You see, the Western people go there, they go there and they're all kind and, oh, thank you very much. Oh, we're going to have a guide with you that's going to be around with you. You be sure every bloody room has cameras in it. They're only looking for spies. They don't give a shit about any tourist that's going there. That's for sure. Do you know that in North Korea, the military people, and I'm talking about the highest military ranking people, they live like the poorest people. They don't have salaries and they don't have money to buy food either. A lot of them in North Korea, some families are eating bugs, worms, and a whole bunch of things. And I'm not kidding. They have nothing there, absolutely nothing there. They're all poor, impoverished, and there's no lights in the cities. I mean, everything's devastated, right? They do nothing. It's some people doing Tai Chi in the morning, and that's it. Nothing else that you see there going on in North Korea, except every single person is in the military. You're not allowed being in that country and not being in the military. So what you said could have some absolute truth. If they're aside from China doing genocide of the Uyghurs and all that, I mean, very controlling countries. It's never going to happen here. It's not going to happen. There's going to be a revolution. This is absolutely ridiculous. Moon people humping, make it stop. Whoop, why am I jammed there? Hey, figuratively speaking, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ah, my ears are bopping like I'm driving a plane. Slow down, God. Slow Earth down a bit. We're lifting up to a higher plane, a higher dimension. We never know it, eh? We've been saying for the past 2 years, sky looks different. Maybe we're not in the same area. Maybe we're not in Kansas anymore. You know what? If you know what I mean. Yeah, I have. I have with success. I've done it with success. It's not something I probably do more than 2 or 3 times in my life. Something that's very, very for me when I'm doing something that has to do with spirituality or out of body, whether people believe it or not. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of sound, um, a lot of weight. Feels like I'm going into this ocean where I'm in the bottom of the ocean. My head's about to explode. I've always felt that when there's a spiritual encounter also. Janice Crook, thank you very much. That's very generous, you guys. Thank you. Thanks for appreciating the channel, everyone. I love you so much. It really is all because of you that the channel's still here. I made it. Woo. Hey, Bruce, so ahead. Thanks, you guys. Really appreciate that. Divine Sorcerer, thank you so much for letting me know that. Please do like Alpha Kush, Divine Sorcerer. I can't click on your channel from here. I still know where your channel is, but in case I'm not subscribed again, I should be. Leave me a comment. Bruce, check out my video, please, as soon as this is done. And I promise you, I'm going to look at it because I'm going to be answering all the comments tomorrow for sure. Divine Sorcerer, man, thanks for being here, brother. You guys, the Divine Sorcerer is a paranormal researcher. He's got several awesome videos on his channel, and he does real researchings, and he's got the gauges and devices also. So check him out, please. He's an amazing guy. Thanks for sharing that, man. I promise to check that out, bro. Yeah, exactly. Universe kicking me, telling me it was real. The Matrix exists, eh? That's what they say. Our skies today. Thank you very much for being here. And again, if I'm jumping over your name, I'm not necessarily seeing it. It's because I'm trying to scroll down to see everyone. Hey, thanks again. That was Janice. Thanks, Janice, so much. Our skies today. Lazarus Project, another cool guy. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Mark, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for being a member, you guys. Also, Bruce, the shadow not following exact is usually a fear body. Most are generally not benevolent. Thank you very much for sharing that. Some will protect the host in the moment, but not done for good, for agenda of keeping the host. Yeah, listen, Mark, I swear to God, let God strike me dead if I'm lying to you. And I'm telling you, a portal opened up, a rectangle, and that shadow had a table in front of it, even had a knife in its hand, was wearing a hoodie. So imagine my friend's shadow all of a sudden starts acting differently and decides going to put on his effing hoodie. I saw it happen. And Mark, the shadow was terrified. The shadow was terrified of me and them. But me, I went forward to because I wanted to touch. Oh, that was so stupid. Maybe I shouldn't have touched the bloody wall. I put my hand on the hole. I wanted to put my hand in the hole so bloody bad. People can get possessed by these things for sure, but it was very real. There's something on the other side. When I saw that, that was it for me. Never again would I ever think that there's not a matrix or something on the other side, even though we don't understand it. And you said it, it's for nefarious reasons. That was probably in the goal of keeping me it's controlling someone, right? Like we have our souls, but our souls can still be controlled. The physical body can be controlled, therefore our souls are being controlled in a way at the same time, you know. Neuro official, thanks for being here. List of cures. Hey, thank you. That's right. Not gonna comment, just gonna leave them up there. I know all of those. They're okay. Stuart Wimbles, Free Your Mind Art. Thank you very much. Thank you to the mods, by the way. Thanks, Stuart, for being here. Thanks, guys. Hey, hello, Solarhead. No, I wouldn't think you were. Hey, Aldora Dorota. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for coming back with some other channels too. Or if you had to come, if you completely changed over to that one. Love the name, by the way. Aldora Dorota in the house. Sugar Bee in the house. Thank you very much, Sugar Bee. Made Wild Wonders is here. Mining asteroids for those black diamonds. Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Yeah, listen. Imagine this asteroid goes by and they have gold. It's a golden asteroid. Going to land on the asteroid, pick up a chunk the size of a small car, bring it back, and make billions of dollars. I mean, it's just that simple. Mining space. I believe that they're probably doing that, the aliens. They probably have some type of money system, right? Or some type of trade system. Whether we go back to the fur trade or not, there's always been a need for a change of like a money or a currency. You have no choice. If not, you have to trade. You know, back in the days, well, give me some food and I'm going to give you some clothing. I mean, that didn't last very long. Then they went to the currency. Because I mean, how is that going to affect everything when they change the currency, which they will? How is that going to affect people that gamble, the way they gamble, and what they do? Maybe the government's going to be limiting you from gambling your life away when you said, you're up to your limit. Have a nice day. Please be home for 7:30. like 1984, and you go into your house and you sign in. You know what? If there was a nuclear war or something that overcame Earth, that took it over, and that the atmosphere was really screwed up, it could be that we live in a system where we have to stay inside of our homes. You know, they're going to have robots on the moon. They want robots. They're talking about a lot of stuff. Be sure DARPA's in that. They're already probably doing all of this. They're going to have humans, robots, transportation, launches going on. They want tourism going to and from the moon. There's going to be merchandise stock that's going to be going to and from the moon. Eventually have stores up there for sure. Jackson Homes, yay. My friends waiting for there to be shopping malls up there. I think they're already up there. Mark says, I'm not a troll either. I wouldn't even think you were, my brother. You would not be here. My knuckles dragged due to long-term and short legs. Sorry, I'll take a step back. Am I missing something, guys? It's all good. I'm not mad at anyone. I get aliens on the moon stuck in my head a lot. Hey, or should I say sorry about that? Yeah, it gets, when you get to the end of the video. That's why has anyone ever gone to the end of the video and I'm driving away in my spaceship and I go, hey. I bet a lot of people didn't say he's full of shit. Oh my God. Like I'm in an airplane. There's no asteroids coming to Earth this week. Did anybody check? Yes, we do travel when we sleep. Yeah, some can remember it, some can do it, and some can even control it. Absolutely. Thank you, Elios. Absolutely. It is a hit. It's a hit, and I still didn't give you the words. I made that song up sitting down, didn't even write anything down. And for me to go back and hear what the words are, I probably have to listen to the song. I write a lot of silly stuff. I write some silly, retarded stuff. What is this here? Things that have nothing to do with even something that I would post that I write sometimes. I don't know if you'll hear this one. Let's see if you can hear this one. This is what I'm putting. This is at the end of this video. You're going to be listening to. Well, it's the weekend. In your pajamas. Eating hot dogs and grilled cheese. Not answering phone. You'll hear the rest later. All right, a lot of stupid shit. All stuff that I don't post, but sometimes I do post it. Sometimes I do. Petty Pen 1. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you get the Interact sent. Your Gmail. Love the community. I hope so too. There's 3 people that told me to go and open it up. And boy, hey, those trolls that are sending me 50 emails per day, I love you. Thank you so much for destroying my Gmail and filling it up with garbage. They signed me up this morning, the trolls, to what was it? The Jesuits and the Mennonites. There was the Mennonites information package that they want to send to my home because I wanted information on the Mennonites. So now there's some Mennonites that are in contact with me. And you know what I wrote them in the email? I said, you guys have electricity? Come on. They emailed me. The Mennonites emailed me. What do you mean? Yeah, the trolls, they hooked me up to a lot of groups and very bad groups. They signed me up to get information from these websites and groups. It is filled to the brim with garbage, a lot of garbage. I promise all morning tomorrow I am going to sit down, clean out the emails, and I'm going to be looking for the past 2 days, 3 days, because I have not seen. I've seen a lot of emails, but not the ones that some people told me they send something like Evelyn. It could be just because it's filled, the email. Happens to me a lot. I don't get certain emails from people Most people don't believe it, but it's something. I don't know why it's happening, but it does. Really does. When are we going all to know? I don't know, but I think something's coming this year anyways that we're going to know a lot. So there's, military coups and everything that's going on this year. Right now, for the past 2 to 3 years, they've been dismantling the CIA and the FBI, I believe. And at one point, well, the power is going to transfer over. There's a power grab at CERN. There's a power grab, big pharma in charge now, and they, because of the pandemic, they had more access to more funding and martial law and all this. It's already implemented martial law right here in Quebec, martial law. But now what they can do, again, I was talking with a family member this afternoon, is that we don't want them to start blocking us in our homes and everything, get to that point at one point, putting up checkpoints and all that, not permitting people to go through. That's when I become stealth. But my problem is 200-pounder stealth is hard. It's hard to hide. I got the perfect shirt. I'll just pretend I'm a tree. Stand up in the woods. Peter, thanks a lot, man. Did I just wake up to your playing an extended version of Aliens on the Moon? Or was that something else? Remix time? Hey, always remix time. I love it when you do so. I love it when you do that, man. You can use my voice for anything and you know it in all parts. He does some good mixing music also. That is a silly song that I wrote a couple days ago, singing about the weekend. I don't write anything down. I just record, record. Sometimes it sounds good. Sometimes I sing a song just to get an idea of a certain beat. So I just add stupid words to it, but I always try to make it rhyme anyways. Sorry for waking you up, man. I'm going to be putting it in the next video, I guess. Why not? I'll put it at the end of the video. Thanks, brother. Lazarus Project. What is up, my friend? I already said I'm sorry. Keep it up. Hope everything's okay. Don't want any fighting here, guys. I saw a robot bird on the moon, but the size of a crater, 20 or 20 kilometers. Wow. Well, it's funny you say that. I think, hold on. I've seen a giant pterodactyl-like object flying under the hazes on the moon. Whether people believe it or not, I confirm to you there are hazes, thick dusts and hazes. It can't be dust. How thick would the dust have to be to hide the surface of the moon from Earth? And all the time, it's a continual cloud that's going around hiding. It could be atmosphere. Don't forget, the moon is in the habitable zone, in the atmosphere area where all the oxygen extends Earth, very, very far out. So, the ISS space station that's growing a moss on it and in it. So, you don't think there's vegetation on the moon? Guaranteed there's trees on the moon. Maybe even over there, they're not burning down trees like they're doing here. And maybe what they did is they live on the moon, massive war. Leave the moon, they live on Earth while the vegetation regrows and the nuclear radiation dissipates and leaves. And then they can go back to the moon, But we're still waiting for that story on finding out who the hell is on the moon. That's what I'm totally intrigued about. Hey, I want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight. We had another amazing live stream. Carl Bergs, welcome. How's it going? The unknown in the house. Neuroofficial says they already have Wi-Fi on the moon. That was tackled a long time ago. Most likely, they just said that they're doing it now. They sent Capstone there, going to monitor also to see what type of gravity the moon's atmosphere holds. Or are they going to do that for the first time now to see? That's what they're doing. I would agree with you on that. The Wi-Fi is definitely set up on the moon. If not, what the hell are the towers doing there? It doesn't mean the towers are radio towers, but what do you have towers for, right? What do you use towers for? If they're not observation posts, well, they're putting long lines along that for something. It's tramways, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if there were tramways or those floating cars that go by on cable cars, just cable cars going by for visitors to look at the surface of the moon. Not allowed on the surface. You're there in your spacesuit in the cable car. I got stupid visions of what they could be doing up there, but I can only wonder. Can only help but wonder what the heck they're doing up there. Wonder, 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 wonder who. Moon dust. Hi, Bruce. I know the Robert Morningstar is a huge fan of yours and has mentioned your channel on radio shows. Thank you so much for letting me know that. Would love for you to do a show together. Thanks so much, Moon Dust. Ma'am, often the way and the reason why I do, and I did my first radio interview in Quebec City with Carole Lozé, Zone Parallel, talking about, was it 2 or 3, 4 times talking about space, and it's often because somebody mentions my channel and they try to share it out with some of the people sometimes. But that's really awesome to know that that person, Robert Morningstar, took the time to mention me. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Moondust. Really appreciate knowing that. We had to rescue her, and then both moved on together. On the moon, humans, reptiles, Dracos, and horrible experimental things. See, Mark, yeah, that's nobody wants to think of that, eh? But it's true. I believe that the epitome, the most unbearable things that they created, monsters created. I bet you there's a whole slew of monsters they created. See, that's what I believe that the elites are into. They're it's like a sect, right? It's like a cult, satanic. They're like Frankensteins. They're mad scientists who want to experiment on the human body. They want to be able to do everything from back engineering the brain to healing the human body entirely and to being able to shut it down. They want to know everything. They want to be able to do that. They want to be able to better the elite bodies, their elite bodies, and they want to be able to worsen the bodies of others. It's all based on how to be able to torture a spy properly. That's their whole goal, is to be more advanced in technology and have a superiority in space exploration than China and Russia. And China and Russia are doing the same thing. And it's like the people that don't give a crap about them. They use us to produce merchandise and a whole bunch of stock and food. Do you think everything that's being produced on Earth is actually staying on Earth? Maybe some things that we're producing here on Earth go to the moon. Maybe there's some things on the moon that they produce that come here actually on Earth. Hey, thank you so much, you guys, for stopping by. I'm going to make an amazing video for you all now, and that's what I'm going to do. It's already started. I don't think it was my imagination. It was very real. I know for a fact that people see some effed up shit and that it's all real. It's all absolutely real. There is, you know, that ideal of you're being looked at from inside of a looking glass, shake the looking glass and it's snowing on the little mailman that's inside of the globe or something, or maybe two people caroling. You're sitting there and you're looking inside the globe. I believe that we are being looked into. You know, the ideal that that looking glass of God looking in, or an alien looking into a glass ball, like a big eye where we live inside. We talked about the chronovisor, CHRONOVISOR, the chronovisor, supposedly not a mirror, but a mirror-like object where they can visualize the screen, digital screen. You can look into the past, but they're not able to travel through the past. Whoever created us could possibly be watching over us and, looking at us and coming back to update our DNA once in a while. That would just make a lot of sense. I hope they're docile. That's for sure. Whoever created us. But that's you said it, Mark. That's a good one. the reptiles, Dracos, and horrible experimental things that they're doing on the bloody moon. And aside from that, all the deadly pathogens that they're creating and stuff, I believe that that's what they're doing on the moon. They got labs on the moon. They got a whole bunch of things, probably even prisons where they're holding beings from a whole bunch of different countries. From different planets. Yes, countries, planets. Maybe even some animals that they're capturing in different areas and galaxies. You can't look at space and see all the habitable planets with only the last few years. There were no planets that they had mentioned, and then all of a sudden they wound up with 2,700 or 2,800 planets, I think, exoplanets, habitable planets, the Titan, all these big ass planets where we can really land on it. Well, that's where science is going now. They're talking about going to the moon. They're talking about doing a whole bunch of things. But don't forget, going to the moon, they said it was a sole goal to be able to colonize and explore Mars. So when Mars and the moon are going to be aligned up, that takes years, guys. It takes, I think, 11 or 12 years or 7 years for the moon to line up all the time with Earth. It takes a long time. You have to wait many years to be able to go. So they cut across instead of going through the whole trajectory. But everybody, thanks so much for being here. I'm going to get off because I want to go do the video for you all. And Christy Lindsay, hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, busy lady. So nice to see you, Christy. I'm missing so much about hearing about some news and stuff. I'm going to catch up on Patreon, you guys. I love you so much, Christy, for the amazing support that you do, for coming here. And I thought it was Darkest Groomer. I was like, what a name. Darkest Gunner. Thank you for being here. Hello. Christy, thanks you so much, for the amazing support here. And how's the farm doing? How's the work doing? Are you guys having any problems with getting fertilizer? What's his name in South Dakota is buying all the friggin' farmland. I'm really worried about the farmers. But the farmers are going to stand up. And like in the Netherlands, the farmers won, guys. They really, really did a lot of crap. Good crap. Even burnt down one of Bill Gates' food factories, I think, and stuff like that. That's, the Netherlands produce so much food, guys. Their whole country is based on the production of their food. And they produce all the incredible quality food that goes around the world. And the elites are trying to stop them from doing that. My ears are bopping like a friggin' maniac. Maybe something big's coming in the solar system. We have Janice will be up all night. Popcorn, chocolates, and candies. Be checking out. I'm going to be up all night because I'm going to be making a video for you, and I'm going to be filming outside at the same time. I got the footage of the sun today. I'm just me very open and openly say, yeah, I openly say what I mean. You have to. I appreciate those people. I'm the same way, Lazarus Project. I speak up. I speak up. Carl from the High Rock said they were going to slowly orbiting place down, not messing with the actual main rock. Orbiting piece down. Wow. Well, what that's going to do, Carl, yeah, it's going to change the trajectory, right? That's absolutely going to change the trajectory of the object. I wonder if there are homeless people up there. All these amazing questions that people are asking themselves, and it's like, see, there's another one I didn't think of yet. Imagine that. Wouldn't it be sad being, going to all the other planets and just seeing that the rulers of all those planets is just abuse, there was whipping the hell out of them. And it's sad. We live in a horrible world. The people that are in control of the power are bad people. Power has to go back to the people. 90%. Christy Lindsay, I love you to pieces for coming here and the incredible support that you give this channel and connecting with me. I really appreciate it, you guys. Really want to thank everyone, and I am so sorry for the comments that I miss. Of course, I miss some. I know it. MTB Mavericks in the house. They've never been on the moon. They aren't even in space, but low Earth orbit. I believe that. Since Yeah, I'm not laughing. My friend, everybody knows that here. I think that it's a possibility, but saying that they never went to the moon, you don't know that. Nobody knows that, because if they went, we'll look dumb. I'll tell you what. The truth is that they didn't go because based on what they showed us, and they never showed the people that if they did go, never showed them. Homeless sign on the moon will work for oxygen. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I have video of wind on the moon straight from Apollo clip that I went through frame to frame. You see, I saw it twice also showing oxygen wind. Sorry, absolutely, and you can see it even in my footage too. You can see the hazes and smokes blowing by. I saw one just the other day, man. The unknown. When I was, thanks for commenting, by the way. When I is a CLS 48. I showed some UFOs reacting to an explosion on the moon in the mission, SLS 48 mission, or CLS 48 mission, SLS. What am I saying? And what they did is they were filming a UFO changing trajectories, changing directions in the sky, and they showed, not on purpose for sure, smoke coming down from the sky right in front of them as they're filming. So they're right in the atmosphere of the moon while they're filming this, and you're seeing bloody smoke. And you got the trolls and people saying it's smoke from the capsule, it's smoke from them because they're driving around. But the trolls don't realize that smoke doesn't react that way in space. Smoke stays in pockets, and fire is very low, very dim blue flames. They say a fire could last longer on the moon because it's a low, dim blue burning flame. So that's also something interesting. Ladies and gents, thanks a lot, you guys. I love you so much. I'm off to make that video for you all now. Thanks for the generous contributions, for the amazing support, for being a mod, for being here. So Alpha Kush, there's a couple of people also that are going to leave. Divine Sorcerer will leave a comment here so that we can go see their videos also on their channel. Thank you so much. That's all it takes. You know, you leave a comment and tell us to head over to your channel to check it out. And Alpha Kush got his first moon video, so do so, my friends. And I'll be here next week. And they're testing diverting the asteroid to see if it would help if one does come towards the Earth. And yeah, Leia, and that could obviously mean that there is something already coming to Earth, and it's very concerning. So, ladies and gents, thanks a lot, you guys. I love you so much. Mods, generous contributions. It was an amazing stream tonight. Thanks, Alpha Kush, for the amazing likes and thumbs up, everybody. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe leave it a comment after. So I'll be looking at those comments tomorrow to see people that want us to go see their videos. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye for now. I'll be around answering comments. See you tonight.